Is any questions, like any doubt or anything? Fine. So on every class, some of the events could be done up. But what is the event you have done? That is, you know. But try to convert the subject into event. That will save your information in a practical manner. So in the last class, what are the things we have learned? How to break the things, how to work with frames, how to work with the shapes, and we got to know Pathfinder
Sir,
and joining. Yes,
sir, how to make books, sir?
how to make.
Notebook.
थोड़ा टाइप करो. Fine. So we have stopped with a topic called framing, right? Frame. This is what the last end topic of the last class, frame. And it is a special tool in InDesign which is not in others. And the keyboard shortcut is F. It helps the artist to do three things. What are the three things it can do? It can place color inside it, it can place text inside it, and it can place image inside it. Image inside it. This is what the benefit of the frame tools. How to make notebooks are. We have not started off making notebooks. We have just done with only these symbols and the shapes,
Yes, sir.
not enter into the pages also. So that will be covered up. Now we are into the tool called frame. And what is important of the frame? It is capable of making these things inside it. Now, let us start with the frames. And where it is used, before the original news comes inside the news agency or book and all things, they make a dummy screen ready for the things to get placed. Before the information comes, the text will be, the layout will be ready. So they make the layout with a dummies. This is a dummy thing. So let us take an example, a newspaper or a book or a magazine. So here the name of the magazine will come up, or like name of the document will come up. Frame tool, okay. Now we are generating a frame. And then after, yes, here the image will come up of the news. And here the description regarding the information will be coming up. So hope I have made it clear how does the layout will be forming up before the information come up. So they will not wait after the information will come, then they will start up designing. No, because it will kill the time. So at the time they will do all the things in the frame. And we'll see now how to exchange the information with the others. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
So we have understood what is frame and why people use frame. And it is a dummy which can able to replace with anything in the sense either with color, either with text, either with the images. So we'll be starting with how to adjust the frames. Once it is done, then after we'll feel like no, the gap has to be more up, or the gap has to be less up. No, the text has to be small, image should be big. No, image should be small, text has to be big. So a lot of variations to be done up. Then how to adjust that all things? So let us go for the next tool, that is called gap tool. Here you will find an option called gap tool, hotkey U. This is the tool name gap. Name of the tool, gap tool, hotkey U. With that tool, yes, you can see now the time it comes onto any gap, it will show its reaction. So here you can see the gap tool start up working. You can make one to get big, one to get small, automatic. You only need to make one, then after the other to adjust. It makes the adjustment automated. Does it okay? Name of the tool, gap. And you can have to move it to the top side and you can see it start up interacting with all these things, all the frames together. So it makes the layout much more faster. Does it okay? What is the tool name? Gap tool. Hotkey U. Method of working, move to the gap and get it move up. First method, clear. So this gap tool can able to interact with the gaps in 2-3 different manner. This is normal moving. Normal way, it make one to get small and one to get big. But the time you start off using the alt button and get it drag, what is happening? It start up moving the frames rather than helping to get gap to increase. So what is the command? Alt plus move. Alt plus drag the gap. Drag gap. What it does? It move the frames. It increase one thing and decrease to one another things. But it doesn't do any changes in the gap. It start of moving the frames. Move the frame. Does it clear the second one? The Ardhamanda? Is it okay? Fine. The third
Yes,
one.
sir.
In the third one, now we are using control button. Can you see on your screen what is written? Control. So what happens with the control? It start up making it go further or come closer. So you can see it start up making both them to get smaller or both of them to go for bigger. So this is the beauty of the gap tool with the help of your control button. What button? Control. It make both same moment increasing or decreasing both. Here one will increase and another will be decrease in normal moment. But if you control, then both will increase or both will decrease. Same behavior will happen. Alt movement behavior. Now see the next one. Shift. What is the behavior? Shift. In shift, what happens? It interact with only those two frames which is in connect mode. The next moment is shift. Interact with direct connected frames. Only one tool, but keyboard change, the reaction change. Everything written, have a workout. Because this is again a new tool which is not in Illustrator and Photoshop. So we got to know what are the new tools. Frame is again a new tool. Gap is again a new tool. So we have understood now how to handle the layout. Frame handling is done through the frame tools or gap tools. Now we'll see how to extend the database. Henceforth, you need to focus a little more. What are the things will be happening now? Will be a professional thing. And we need to replace this with a text or a color. So replacing the text will be from here. We'll be seeing the text in more detailed way. Color directly, you can able to see the color here. Finish. So we have seen like how to change the color instantly. We'll see this to get changed with a photograph. To change a photograph inside a frame, we will be using file and place command. What is the command? Place. Note it down. Place. Control D. It's a new thing we'll be learning today. Remember the keyboard shortcut Control D and the option is called place. It is there in your file menu. It asks the artist to do actions. What is to place? Tell me. He is asking. Show me the images. What I want to place. Okay, done. Is it clear? Instantly you find it out how to
Sir,
place an image inside a frame.
sir,
Yes.
sir, one second, sir.
Hello.
1 second, sir.
Your voice is low. Is there any question and from anybody? Or else you can find them.
1 second, sir.
Hello. Any questions? You can chat me up. You can use the chat box. Fine then. So once the photograph came up, then the next action start up. What is the next action? How to fit the image inside the frame. And this is called fitting the image. And it is related to the object. Switch to the object menu and go for the option called fitting. How you want to fit? Fit frame to content or fit content to frame. Alt Control E. What is the command? Alt Control E. Once more, right? So what is the actions we have done is fitting the image inside the frame, right? This is what we have learned. Yes, that's what I'm doing. What is the task? How to fit the image. So this part we are doing now. Step number 1, select the frame. Step number 2, go to the file menu. Step number 3, switch to the place. Step number 4, choose the image. Step number 5, open, finish. Is it clear?
Sir,
Is it okay?
properly not looking.
यहाँ तक समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
Just I'm not getting your voice. Still, you can able to chat me up. Raise your hand. Okay, okay. If anything you are speaking. Okay.
Sir,
Unless क्या बोलना चाहते हो? You are speaking something?
photo not looking properly.
Yes, Unless tell me like what you want to speak. Switch on your microphone and speak. Unless
Boxes came, sir, boxes.
how to bring the box?
Yeah, yeah.
This is done through the frame tool. This is called frame tool, and you can make the boxes.
Okay.
So any questions?
Okay. Clear.
So will I move? Yes. Now we have into the topic inside the box how to set the images. And we got to know Control D is a command which get it happen. Once photograph came up, then the next challenge comes how to fit the photograph.
Hello, sir.
And yes,
Sir, photo not properly, sir.
फोटो फ्रेम के अंदर नहीं आ रहा है, यही है सवाल.
Yes, sir.
तो आप क्या करो? Select the frame, go to the file, switch to the place, choose the photo, get it open. ठीक है? Fine. So now hope we got to know how to bring the photograph. Once we brought the photograph, then how to fit it up. Go to the object, fitting option is there. A lot of type of fitting are there. Now the first fitting, proportionately, these two command you need to remember. Content proportionately fitting. Content means photograph is the content. Alt Control Shift E. This is a command to remember. What is the command? Alt Control Shift plus E. Proportionate fitting. Proportionate fit home image. Frame will be exactly the same way, but proportionately it will get it fixed. Width and height proportionately it will get down, and it will show you all the things. This is often it is used up, proportionately fitting up. Now we have seen how the frame can able to fit an image inside it, and you have seen how an image frame could be fit a text inside it. These two are clear. Is it okay? Either it is a magazine or a book. You'll be finding inside the box, text will be there, image will be there, or any color will be there. Now we have done with two, now we'll be switching to the third one. And the third one is your text. Can you see the screen? Take the text tool, hotkeys T. Step number one. We have done with these two, color and images. Now we are hitting to the text. What is the step? Take the text tool. Keyboard shortcut T.
Slide gamma.
Keyboard shortcut T. Now move your text over to the frame. You'll find the,
अरे
1 minute. Just mute your.
ये सर इधर इधर इधर
Move your text over to the frame. Find the cursor, turn into a circular one. Can you see the cursor? Here it is a box type. Here it is a circle type. It's reflect that you are into a frame. You are going to type inside the frame. This is what the cursor is speaking of. Is it clear? What you need to observe? The cursor. Now click on the edge and you find the text, the frame turn into a text box. The frame turn into a text box. Does it clear? Zaminda, is it okay? Very slow. I'm just taking your permission. Now, once your frame turn to a text box, then the next magic starts here. Catch to the screen, listen it up. Give a right click, switch to an option called fill with placeholder text. Note it down. Note it down. What is that command? Fill with placeholder text. Note it down. So just 3 times I repeated the things because the whole InDesign will be revolving in this particular option. It is quite important. Fill with placeholder text. Whenever you are working with text, on the right click, you will be finding an option called fill with placeholder text. So I've just repeated it for 4 to 5 times. Now this should not confuse you. One click, the job is done up. What happened on your screen? A dummy text came up. So before the original news comes, the whole information's layout will be finished with this dummy text. Is it clear? So we have understood how to make the frame to use before the original information, images, text comes inside the news agencies. They complete everything with these dummy formats. And once the original comes, they will replace it up. We'll see the replacement in the next.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, which information are you for this?
आपका आवाज़ स्लो है, अब बस टाइप कीजिए. So now we have understood.
Sir,
हाँ बोलिए बोलिए.
sir, this information which I
समझा नहीं. अभी टेक्स्ट कैसा है ये बोल रहे हो?
no, sir, information.
प्लीज टाइप मोहम्मद, प्लीज टाइप कीजिए. यहाँ पे मुझे सुनाई नहीं देता. Okay. So now our topic is very clear and we have made it the 3 things to get clear first. How to handle the frame and how to replace the frame with this much of information. This much of information is done. And once it is done up, then the whole design will be going on. You'll be making replace. So you can see everything is automatically arranged. Can you see? Auto arrange. Now to this particular frame, what you need to do? Alt, Control, Shift, E. Does it okay? Everything written. Alt, Control, Shift, E. Gap tool. What is the hotkey? U. Get it smaller. Come over here. What to do? Alt, Control, Shift, E.
Sir, sir, where to find these options to place the image in right way, like fit
to this frame, no? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice questions. Which information? Okay. On this information is there in your object menu. Fitting. and all the keys are there. Is it okay?
Okay.
Fine. Or else it will be there in your right click on the image fitting. It's a very nice question because this is required. Because we are hitting the hotkey, but where it is? It is there
Sir,
in the right click. Yes. Any question more?
sir, this information is
So which information, sir? Like I didn't get which information means.
this text.
Okay. Now we have seen how to make the text to place and get it changes the layout. That is simple text. How to bring the text. That's why I just made it repeat. See it 5 times. I've repeated this. This will be a confusion things. The text tool, click over. This will be blank. Give a right click. Note down this. Note down this. Because instantly the screen will pick up with text, so it will enough to make the things to get confused. ఎక్కడి నుంచి ఎంత టెక్స్ట్ వచ్చింది కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతుంది. Note it down. Very cool. High paid salary are there for layouting artists because they handle all these things. So now got to know how to bring the dummy text. Now question comes up, where is this option inside the software, sir? So again the question I didn't get, which informations are text? So inside the right click of your text, once your frame is turned into a text box now,
Sir, is that a dummy text or else did you copy that from somewhere?
dummy text. It's a
Okay.
dummy text auto-generated by the software to make the layout finish before the original information comes. So a layout artist will make the layout before the original comes. That's why the text is used in a dummy format. And the dummy text is technically called as placeholder text.
Sir,
Yes. Yes, tell me.
sir, this news which I am, sir.
ये न्यू क्या बोले?
News, sir.
हाँ न्यूज़. So write down the question. न्यूज़ में क्या है? This is used in news agency, publishing house, ad agencies, everywhere it is used. If it is a question like, then it is used. Why? They are using this to save the time. So the books and everything are already done. Only the information has to come and replace. Fine. So now two things we have understood: how to place the text, how to place the images, how to change the color with the frames. So that's now we'll be moving a little more details in an artistical way. Till now, very simple clerical works we have understood. Now I'll show a little high up information in the placeholder text or in the fitting images. So take a new file. Wherever you're not getting, stop me up. Get a frame to be designed. And you know what is to be done up? Control D. Click OK. All control safety. Is it clear? Yeah, समझ में आया? Now Alt and drag. Get it over here. Now it is the time to get it changed. Control D. Get it OK. Job is done. So you find out how to get the information to change and the layout is ready. So here you see now making photo arrangement becomes much more easier. Everything deleted. Take the frame, get it placed. Control D, get it OK. All control shift T, job is done up. Am I right? Till
Sir,
now, okay? Yes, tell me.
all control shift.
यहाँ पे पूरा लिखा गया है, जो लिखा गया है उसी चीज को
Sir, this one.
दो कमांड ही यूज कर रहा हूँ, कंट्रोल डी और कंट्रोल.
V.
इज इट क्लियर?
Sir, for V, sir.
भी कुछ भी यूज नहीं कर रहे हैं, कंट्रोल डी ऑल्ट कंट्रोल सेफ्टी इतने ही यूज कर रहे हैं और सारे चीज स्क्रीन के ऊपर लिखा हुआ है. इज इट ओके? Is it okay? समझ
Sir.
में?
Sir, this upside one, sir, we control.
यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है वो पूछ रहे हो क्या?
Yes, sir.
देखो, Alt Control Shift E. इतना लिखा हुआ, ये ओके दिख रहा है? Does it okay?
Yes.
और यहाँ पे Control D लिखा हुआ है और वही चीज का ही इस्तेमाल कर रहा हूँ to make an image to come into the frame and to get it fit. Is it clear now? Okay, running out of time. Wait. Okay, so like maybe like after 10 minutes, this link will get cut off. Then we'll need to reconnect once more. Fine then. So this much of part is clear. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So we'll move to the next. And we got to know like how to make duplicate, Alt and Tab, how to move straight with the help of your shift, how to get it repeat. In the last class, we got to know what is that command. Alt Control Shift D. Note it down. Duplicate. What is the command? Alt Control Shift D. What happened? With equal digits. Is it clear? Just I'm taking your approval, then I'm moving. And stop me at that point. So I can drag it up like this. Then what is the command to get it repeat? Alt Control Shift D. D. Hope we have understood the thing. Is it done? So now check Control D. Come. Okay. Control D. Okay. Control D. So you got to know like making replace becomes easier and layout is done. So this is the beauty of InDesign. Yes. Whatever the photographs you want, you can place it over there. Now we have seen how to make the things instantly with the help of your present 3 command. Is it done? To make this layout, it takes a lot of time in Photoshop or in Illustrator, but instantly within 3 commands, we get the job to be done. Does it clear? It's okay. So what is the exercise we have understood? How to make photo arrangement, photo layouts with a simple knowledge of your photo replacement. We have just learned one topic and we have done a exercise over here. Hope this is understandable. Now, we'll be moving a little higher now. The higher is Windows and there is the option called link. What is the option? Link on your Windows menu. Command Control Shift D. What is the command? Control Shift and D. So check to the screen. This shows you all the information regarding your links. What are the information you have taken? All these things are there. And here, this is what the photograph, which has been repeatedly used for 2 times. Now, suddenly the customer is telling, wherever this flower is there, their penguin has to come up. Are you getting what I'm talking? Wherever the flower is there, their penguin has to come up. So go to the flower. Can you able to see here on the link button? And inside the link, onto the right top corner, there is an option called drop down box. Click over there and switch to the option called relink all instance image name. Check to the screen how to replace the photograph within 1 click. Similar find. 1 click, it will show you the input box and you can choose your next design and get it okay. Job is done up. Wherever the yellow flower, everything turn into the penguin. Is it clear? It is a bigger topic. So it is not to change the things here inside this particular window. A book will be containing 500 pages. In all the 500 pages, at a time it will get changed. Wherever this penguin is there. That is what we are learning here. And it is done by switching to the link window. If you can able to understand the hugeness, then only the profit is there. It is not for this particular like pages changes. It is to be done throughout the document. So that is what the hugeness it can be done. So we'll be seeing with number of pages, but I'm making it so in a very simpler way. Then complex work could be done. Here, as if like we got to know how to make an image to fit. Now we'll slowly enter into the layouting mode. In a single page, 100 photos. Then in 500 pages, 200 photographs to be added. That much of complex you can have to jump. And that's why we are learning in design. So what are the things we have understood now? How to make a photo framing, how to exchange the photo framing. And exchanging of the photo framing is done where? Inside the link button. Where is this link window? Inside the Windows menu. What is the hotkey? Control Shift D. So introduction of the next hotkey, Control Shift D. CTRL Shift and D. So we have understood Control D. Now we have understood Control Shift D. What is for this is? This is link window. Link window. And this is to place the things, but this is to get them handled. Control Shift D. And here we got to know how to replace it up by selecting the photograph and coming over here, instance change all the things. We are telling like this. Relink instance the photograph name with other thing. This is what we are doing. Fine then. So one of the exercises we have started, how to make photo framing with the help of your present knowledge with changing the scene. Fine then. So let us move now to the next higher topic. So a little bit about the photographs you have started and you got to know how to control them. But the major topic of InDesign is the text. Am I right? Text handling. Before text handling, we will see how many text can we form of. Text could be done in two different manners. Normal text and a path on text. So let us start a new file, normal text. The normal text in Illustrator or Photoshop, you have seen like click and type, but here the normal text will happen with a drag and type. So InDesign is completely text oriented things. You will not find entertainment like photo cutting, design instantly happening. No, it is completely text oriented things. You need to revolve around the text. And that's why the reason of learning should be clear. Then only you can entertain here and get the profit. So we have understood it is to get number of products to handle together. So the text is a bigger part in a textbook or in a newspaper, which will be covering around 70 to 80% of the space. So how to command the text over there, that is to be get learned now. But the first thing we have understood, making of the text is done in InDesign, not by click, but by drag. So always it make a text frame, then the typing happens. And you can type it normally, or else the second thing, we can type by right click, fill with the placeholder text. So we have seen now, text could be handled in two different manners. What are those? The first method, drag and type. It make a text box. Then normal typing. And the second, placeholder. It is a dummy text. And this placeholder is there in the right click, or else where is this option inside the software? We'll see that. Text relevant things will be there in the type menu. Go to the type, switch to the option fill with placeholder text. Hope we have understood what is this information inside the type menu. And inside the type, fill placeholder text in the type menu. Is it okay? Now we'll be seeing the next type of text. And the text next type is your path on text.